I needed a good pocket knife for my next outdoor trip, so I picked up this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I just picked this up. It's a new brand to me, SHIELDON, and I was really intrigued by this because I think they're affordably priced knives, and they just had a ton of different styles, so wanted to check out some of these. So I picked up this one. As you can see, it's got the info about what this knife is on this side here. Designer Django. So I'm glad SHIELDON unchained him to make some really cool knives. And what I'm really interested with is right here, it says carbon fiber, so I'm excited to check that out. As you can see, only 4.6 ounces, so pretty cool. I've never had a SHIELDON before, and this is a little bit more premium than some of the little Tac Force knives that I've had in the past, you know, and those have been pretty good, but there's some slop to them, and they're great if you're looking for something in the $20 or $30 range. And I didn't want to go super high end, but I wanted to get something that was going to have a little bit better fit and finish and really be more geared to an outdoor trip. Now, this comes in a nylon pouch here. I don't know if this is Cordura, but this seems really nice. I mean, this is a thick nylon. I love when the nylon seems really solid. Now you can see we have a snap here for your belt, the SHIELDON badge right up there on there, and a Velcro strap and Velcro holding it down. And now here is the knife itself. Now, what's really interesting about this is that it has some pretty high-tech materials in it. Look how long this is. Actually, this is a great size. I'd call this about a 5-inch long knife here. Man, it just looks super cool. All right, first of all, we have kind of this stainless steel finish right here. It's kind of bead blasted. It really looks nice. And then we have it skeletonized with these carbon fiber inserts, and that's legit carbon fiber as far as I can tell in there, man. That's pretty nice. And what's really cool is on this side, they've kind of done some precision machining here to make sure that they get the inline lock and everything in there. This is a ceramic ball bearing up here, so that's probably going to make it really smooth. You can see we have a really nice clip up here, bolted down, little torque screws to get it all open here, man, and different sizes. So you could take this thing apart. I love that down the middle here, the spline, we have a little hole there so you can run a little lanyard if you need to. It's not that heavy. It feels really solid, but I think milling it out and having these carbon fiber inserts in there is legit. Now, one of the things that's really intriguing to me about this is the blade itself. So first of all, we have a cutout here so I can flip it open with my thumb. We have a flipper right here, and it seems to be assisted because, man, it really flings out there without a problem. And then you can see this inline lock right there, so it's not going to close up on itself. You just push this aside and then it will close back up. Man, that is super smooth. Ceramics, so smooth, right? Look at that, it just kind of fell under its own weight open. Look at that. Man, that has such a solid click and feel. There's no slop anywhere in this at all, dude. If I didn't just flip this sucker open myself, I would say that it feels like just one solid full tang knife, but it's not. Now, I'll tell you that this D2 is a good performance steel. That's what they advertise it at. So it's at least 3.5 millimeters thick, because they say that all their knives are 3.5 millimeters thick or more. And so we've got a pretty thick piece up here. You can see how we get down to a razor edge. Now, this gray portion right here is really interesting. You can kind of see the steel on the blade edge, but this gray portion is kind of interesting, and that's a stone washed titanium finish. So what's really nice about this is I think it's going to hold up to just about anything. So if you are knocking this around on stuff, you know, you're kind of prying, it's going to protect that metal so that you'll have that in there, but it's also going to keep it from corroding, which is really nice. But more than anything, to me, it just has a sweet look. You can see the shape of the handle there, man, fits into my hand perfectly, man, especially with my, I'd say medium plus, you know, I have a kind of a cadet medium, so medium hands, but kind of chubby, and that's perfect, man. I feel like I get a full grip on this. Now, does it work? Can it cut stuff? So I grabbed a log right here, a little log, and this is something maybe if I were grabbing it to start a fire, you know, do some shavings on here. And so let's see if we can cut some shavings off here. Yeah, look how deep that went. I can get in there, that's for sure. Yeah, all right. It's making short work of the wood there. This is legit, man. And if you are obsessive about the weight on things, and you should be, if you're a backpacker, camper, those types of things, you want to save every ounce you can. And this might be a way to have a really sharp look at really high-end, sleek knife that is going to weigh less than some of the other ones that you might have because of this carbon fibers. So the high-tech materials in there can certainly mean that your outdoor adventure is just a little bit more pleasurable. So if a premium, lightweight, ceramic ball bearing knife is going to make your outdoor adventure a little bit better, I will put a link to this in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can stop much deeper. We can live better than ever thanks to Peter von Panda. Peter von Panda.
I needed a good pocket knife. Ugh.